For farmers in Uganda, many that have decided to take the commercial route have also decided to engage in different agriculture enterprises. This is what we call mixed farming. This is because this kind of farming increases profits and gives the farmer more experience on the farm. Coming up on Seeds of Gold.
If you want to be a beekeeper, you must know what beekeeping is. In farming, you must know what you are doing, and that enterprise that you have already started must also make you known.
From Lira district, this is Anyi Tom Okello. Tom is a youthful farmer that has dedicated his young productive life to farming. Some of the enterprises Okello engages in include beekeeping, citrus fruit farming, poultry, piggery, and community farmer training, among others. This is his journey.
Before I started farming, I was only a civil servant with Lira district local government as a sub-county chief. Then later, the government came with the idea of taking sub-county chief for training in Changwanzi. I was among those who went to Changwanzi. But what inspired me very much in farming was that after the pass out in Ambole by the President of the Republic of Uganda, we were taken to visit a commercial farmer in Masaka. And it's that lady in Masaka who inspired me in farming very much. But then she had only 3.5 acres of land, and she was earning 50 million on a monthly basis. So sincerely, she inspired me. Then when I came back to Lango, I also came and started with only 600,000 shillings. That is beekeeping. I started with 10 beehives. Then I also bought 100 seedlings of oranges, and that is how I started. I started in 4 acres of land, but later in 2010, I expanded from 4 acres to 12 acres. And right now, I have 12 acres fully utilized. But the main source of my income in farming is beekeeping. Beekeeping gives me good money that has made me now to expand up to this level.
From just beekeeping, Okello earns a measurable amount every month, which he says has enticed him to concentrate more on the enterprise.
Beekeeping, I have about 250 beehives. I will have more than 1,000 by the end of this month because I'm also supporting outgrowers. I got some grants from the donor from Netherlands. So right now I'm also expanding the bee production in this region through giving out beehives to beekeepers. And these beekeepers will then be my outgrowers that will be selling the honey to me, but in good quality and even better quantity, so that I can now go to a bigger market, because the demand for the bee products that I produce is high. Because I get pure honey, that's number one. I get bee wax. Number two, then I also make honey wine. Apart from honey wine, I'm also making Propolis tincture. And all these are giving me good money in a year, because my production alone from honey, I get like 2 tons to 3 tons in a year. And when I add the value, that comes to about 60 to 70 million in 1 year. So that means that beekeeping is also one of the best ways that I also encourage other farmers to join us, to join me, so that we at least try to reduce the level of poverty in us through beekeeping. But I have many enterprises. There are about 13 different enterprises. But now I want to specialize only in 2 enterprises. That is beekeeping and poultry keeping. Because in poultry, I have layers that are now laying, and there are only 250. Then local, I also have local, and local there are about 170 to 200 of them. So, but my plan is to expand in layers up to like 3,000 layers by next year in February, March. Then local, I also want to expand up to like 10,000 local layers, no local chicken. We are also encouraging the local farmers to use a laying nest. These local laying nests, people were trying to abandon them, and yet these nests help very much in the process of hatching. So when you can look at like into this one, this end I've just started to hatch, and this is the chicks. These are the chicks, and this end might end up hatching all these eggs you see here. And when you always have it like this, you keep on changing always. You pick the one from the middle, then put maybe at the side, so that all of them, when it comes to hatching, they all hatch into chicks. Like, or even this one is now in the process of hatching. And these are things that are even very cheap. They're not very expensive to construct. You can even do it yourself as a farmer. and we are promoting this. We are encouraging people that also put stands where your chicken can stand. This small room you see here can keep up to about 280 birds, because all of them just comes and moves up, just rush to get where they can stand, and the chicken stays here very freely. Then in the morning you just come and sweep their droppings, and the droppings we are going to use. We are not using deep litter system here, because the droppings is helping us as the compost manure. We mix with the topsoil, then later use for planting and even managing our orchard.
Having worked with bees for quite some time, Okello shares some of the facts to know if you intend to join this venture.
Well, in beekeeping, there are key things that you must consider. Number one, if you want to be a beekeeper, you must know what beekeeping is. Number one, that's number one, because in farming, you must know what you are doing, and that enterprise that you have already started must also make you known in a good way, like the way I'm now known these days. One, you must have knowledge on beekeeping. Two, you must have shades, like the way you're looking at our apiary. You must have shades where you're going to site your apiary. Secondly, you must also know this. You must also consider the water, the availability of water around the apiary. At least it must be not more than 1 kilometer. That is number two. Then three, you must also site your apiary in such a way that the pests are not very many. The pests can be the safari hen, can even be the black hen, and many others. Then apart from that, you must also consider a place where you're going to put your apiary. It should not be very close to the homestead, because when it's too close to the homestead, bees are deadly insects. They can even kill even kids, because kids may play with it, with the bees, and you can even kill the kids and even maybe the people at home. So you must site your apiary at least like 50 to 100 meters away from the homestead. Apart from that, you should also plan to fence the apiary so that the stray animals cannot enter into your apiary, or people who move anyhow should not even enter into your apiary, so you can restrict them in the process of your beekeeping. Basically, those are the things that are very important in beekeeping.
Although his passion is settling for beekeeping and poultry, Okello's citrus garden is performing equally well. He sells seedlings to upcoming farmers, and for ready fruits, his market goes as far as Kenya and Rwanda.
Citrus, currently we are having two products. We are also making seedlings and we are selling to farmers. We also make seedlings for mangoes and we are also selling them to farmers. But apart from that, we are also selling the fruits. Our fruits, we are exporting them. The people who come from Rwanda then just buy at once. And of recent, we have again started receiving buyers from Kenya. They come and just pick all the fruits, then they pack and takes them to Kenya. And that's also one of the income that we are also getting from these products that we have under oranges. And right now, as we talk, the oranges are even ready to be taken out, and we are expecting the buyers to come from Kenya or Rwanda anytime from now.
Under the trade name Tough, Tom produces a variety of products both from beekeeping and poultry. From the bee enterprise, he produces honey, propolis and wax, which is used to make candles, shoe polish and other products, as we have seen before on this program.
Yeah, so this is the process of the honey. So honey starts from here. This one shows that this honey is in the process of sealing. So after here, then the bee starts sealing. Then when it is sealed like this, it will even continue almost all over this part. And this kind of honey is only got where there's a queen, where the queen doesn't stay. Because if queen was there, we would be having broods on part of the honey or of the combs. So this is sealed comb honey, but this is not yet sealed, and this is still have a high level of water content. But this is supposed to be like this, the sealed comb. Yeah. So this honey is still young, but after like 2 months, we'll have sealed comb honey. Yeah. So this is it. You see? I think we have to stop here. Yeah. First of all, we process our honey, then get pure natural honey. Then after the honey, don't wax. After the honey, we mix honey wine. This is the honey wine. Then after the honey wine, we mix beeswax. And that is the product we get from the honey, which we process with the combs. This is our honey we get with the combs, and this the one we have just processed now. We have harvested now, and it's sealed comb honey. So after here we process and get this. Then after that we get honey wine. And after the wine we make wax. Wax comes from the combs that we always get from our wine. And this is now almost 100% processed. Apart from that, we use this as now the raw material. And this one can be used for making the candle, can be used for baiting the beehive for those who are beekeepers, can also be used for making, used in the industry, like for making cough syrup. Apart from cough syrup, there are other things that comes, even shoe polish, come from here. So it's now material that is used. Then apart from that, we also make propolis tincture. Propolis tincture is in bees. They use one for mending the broken parts, if it is still in a good form. Then apart from the broken parts, they use it for disinfecting their unit. But when we process, because we mix this with ethanol, when we process, ethanol helps us to dissolve. When it dissolves in ethanol, that's why it's dark like this. It turns to be a very good antibiotics, which you use for treating both internal wounds and even external wounds. It treats all the skin problem. You have any skin disease, you apply this directly. But if you have problem with your stomach, you have maybe kidney problem, stomach ulcers, maybe intestine ulcers, you just take this. And if you are taking, you administer it by putting it in a cold drinking water. 15 drops, this lid has a drop on top. You put 15 drops after every meal. After breakfast, 15 drops in a small quantity of water, you take. After lunch, you do the same. After supper, then later you get results. And people who have been buying this from us have testified that they have got good results how to use the propolis. Anyway, I came into beekeeping fund already existing, but the medics has proved that it works. And even the medical personnel are even buying them. We are even now sending this one abroad to the whites who have come and even found out that we are processing organic propolis from here. And they are buying through friends. They could just send money to their friends in Kampala. We take in big quantity, then they are taken to Europe. Yeah. So basically, these are the eggs that we always get from our birds. And we get, at least every day, we are picking like this from 210 birds. But they have started laying. The hens are only 4 months, 3 weeks. But they've just started laying, and we are hoping that they will lay well because it is increasing on a daily basis. Yeah. So basically, these are things that we get from turf. And this is the honey that we are supposed to be eating. It is thick. Honey is very, very thick. And this honey, you see, you look at it white because the nectar was picked from the leguminous plant. Simsim, peanuts, pigeon pea, soya bean, just from the leguminous plant. And this one, which is dark, means that the nectars were picked from even the wildflowers. That's why the color is like this. By the way, what we have written behind here explain why the color is like this, why it is thick, why it is light. But our honey is pure honey. We always produce pure, natural honey. The prices, when we process, we sell in terms of kilograms. We sell a kilo of processed. We don't. By the way, for us, we don't sell our honey with combs like this. We sell our honey, which is already processed, because first of all, we are after the other bioproducts. We need this wax, the remains, for making the wine. We need this very wax, this very comb, for making the beeswax. So we don't sell ours with combs like this, but we rarely do it to some few customers because of the products that we always get from them. Then when we process, we sell a kilo of process at 20,000. But when you pack it in 1 liter container, it turns to be 1.4 to 1.5 kilograms. Then that one we sell at 25,000. And this one is 500 gram. 500 gram, when we pack like this, we pack, then even do the sealing, put the security seal. Then we sell it at 12,000 shilling. That is retail. But wholesale we sell at 9,000. Then this one is 300 gram. 300 gram we sell at 8,000 shilling retail. But wholesale we sell at 6,000 shilling. Because we also supply supermarkets. There are other smaller containers. We have like 150 grams. 150 grams we sell at 4,000 shilling. All are in different quantity. Then Propolis, we have 150 mils. We sell at 5,000 shilling. Then this one is 250 mils. We sell at 20,000 shilling. And this one is 300 mils. We sell this at 50,000 shilling. 1 liter, we sell at 150,000 shilling. By the way, the price of the bee products keep on increasing. Honey is the cheapest, and yet the farmers and the consumers knows only honey very much. And yet honey is the cheapest, but other products like the Propolis, like the beeswax, the wax we sell a kilo at 30,000 shilling. Then Propolis a liter goes at 150,000 shilling. And we are soon, by the way, wine, we sell wine a liter at 5,000 shilling. And soon we are going to start harvesting venom. Venom a gram is at 50,000, 100,000, depending on who is going to buy. So basically, these are the products. And we are selling a tray of eggs at 11,000 shilling from home here. And people are just buying them from, we don't even look for the market. It is a market that looks for us. Because not that everybody is doing this kind of farming. So they get surprised when they see us having those kind of eggs here in the village. But we're also encouraging them, you can also do it and be like us. Because for us, when they're doing training, train you in everything, even value addition. So if you can do your own, better. Yeah.
Next week, we will continue to see the market value of these products and how Okello commercially benefits from his hard work as an experienced, youthful farmer.